Hello children, how are you all? I hope you are all are good. You are enjoying these sessions which are going on. Let us start with second chapter. But let me tell you one thing. Uh, last session, we have finished with the first chapter, that was force. You will get its notes and all assignments soon. So we will move further. We'll go towards next one chapter, second chapter, that is work, energy, and power. In earlier classes, you have learnt about work, its type, how it works, its unit, everything. In this 10th standard, you are going to learn about work and you are going to learn about lots of numericals on it with different formulas. Okay, next one we will learn about energy and its numerical. In case of energy, there are also some formula units you have to apply, and we will start with all numericals. Next one will be different forms of energy, and you are learning about power also. And this is last one, that is conservation of energy and its application. Children, last topic I have given you concept map. In this topic I am not giving you direct concept map, but these all are basic concept about which we are going to learn. I want you to just make your own concept map using your all ideas. It will be better for you, and for your upcoming exams you will get ready for that. So let us start with the first chapter, that is work, energy and power. Before starting that, I would like to ask you some questions, just like the flashback on your earlier knowledge or previous knowledge. First thing, what do you mean by work? What do you mean by work? You have seen in even 8th standard and again in 9th standard. The same thing you have learnt. Okay, next one you have learned about energies. There are so many energies which exist in our universe. You know it, and you need to just recall your knowledge. Yes, I am there. I will be teaching about these all things. Okay, so let us start with your all mood, with your all enthusiasm. The topic work, energy and power. Children, let's check your knowledge. Suppose I want to push this wall and I'm exerting all my force on it. I'm just using my all force. I'm trying to push it all. But the wall, this board is not moving at all. See, I'm tired. I'm so much tired. Second example. This is the bottle. I'm just lifting on my head. I'm standing. Maybe after some time I will really get very tired, very tired. But still, will you say I have done some work? Just think for a while and tell me, is it the work I'm doing? Pushing the board? No, lifting my this of bottle, I'm holding it on my head. I'm standing from hours and hours. Is it the work? Have any work is done there? Yeah, I know you better. You all have given answer in a second that here there is no work is done. How you said like that? So hard, it's very heartbreaking. I'm standing here for long time holding heavy whatever the material, and still you will tell that ma'am you have not done any work. How it will be? Yes, you all are right. I have done no work. Maybe you are giving some more example to me, like pushing walls, this kind of example. Maybe you are exhausted. You have applied all your force, but in scientific term, you have done no work. Same like that. These sessions you are observing, you are watching on your tabs or on phone, but still at the end of session you cannot go inside the kitchen and say, hey mama, I have done so much of work, I was watching so much of videos. In scientific term, your mom will definitely say, you have done zero work. How it is so? So, if you are defining work, if you are defining work, how you will say the work is done or not? It's very simple. You will say, ma'am, if you have applied force, if you have applied force and if there is some displacement, and if there is some displacement, then only we can say work is done. Now my question is, I would like to ask you children, maybe you know the formula directly for work done. Let me ask you, why we are placing multiplication form only in between? Why we are placing multiplication form only in between force applied and displacement? Why we are not giving addition or subtraction form in between? This is the thing you need to think about, because the formula, the basic formula you have learned already and you know it better. I would like to tell you children, if I have given suppose plus sign here, what will happen? These both things will get adds up. Even there is displacement is 0, you will get the answer whatever amount of force applied. So answer you will get always wrong, right? Because sometimes there is no displacement. In case of this blackboard, suppose there is no displacement, there is no work done. So because of that, you can do yourself, place some values and use some different signs also here, and what difficulty you are getting, you will check out, and finally you will get the same formula, work done always equal to force into displacement. Now it is time to say a definition of work. I know you all can say very simply, because from last 2 years you are learning the same definition, right? So you will tell me the answer. Ma'am, work is said to be done if the force is applied and some displacement is happening in the object. In that case only you can say the work is done. So here is the definition of work done. You all can read along with me that work is said to be done only when the force is applied on a body makes the body move. That is, there is displacement in a body. So you can say this work done is directly depends upon two factors. This work done is directly depends upon two factors. One is magnitude of a force. Magnitude means size, how much force is applied, that force is needed, and next one the displacement. Displacement by the object. Displacement by the object. First thing is magnitude of a force, and secondly displacement of the object. Now up to this part we have learned everything earlier. We know it very well. So now what thing we are going to learn? What new thing we are going to learn in this new topic, second topic in 10th standard? It is, see, you have seen there are 2 points on which your work done is depends. Now the thing, there is any only one type of force or one type of work is done. There are some types or not. These all things we will come to know in some minutes. Before that, let me ask you one thing. In 8th standard, in ICSE 8th standard, you have learnt already there are three types of work. You just recall which types they were. We have learned earlier that there is only one formula for work. If we want to find out how much work is done, we have only one formula, that was force into displacement. Now you are in 10th standard. This formula will be not enough for you, trust me. Now how? You will ask me, how madam? Is there any other formula for this? Children, I will give you two conditions. Okay, this is condition 1 or case 1. Here is case 2. In case 1, I have applied force, or any person applied force on this object called A. I have applied force on object by this direction. Okay, better for your better understanding, I will make arrow like in this direction. Alright, so this is the inclined plane. I want to move this object from this point to this point, and I have applied force towards upstairs. I am just trying to push this object, and obviously the displacement is happening over this line. Obviously this is the inclined plane. This object will move further in direction of this, you can see. So this force applied, this is force applied, and the displacement happening. Always I will mention S while saying displacement. This will be the symbol for it. So these both things are in parallel direction, right? So in this kind of situation, we can say when force and displacement both are in parallel, that time your formula, earlier formula, that will be correct enough. You can get the answer work done by using the same formula. But in case 2, now you children listen very carefully. If the same object is there, I want to just push this object toward this point, and I have applied force in this direction. In this direction, what will happen? This object will move in this direction, right? Because this is same inclined plane. Now what happened over here? I cannot say the force applied and displacement happen, they both not in parallel direction, they not in parallel. Condition is different here. Now what is happening over here? You are getting this kind of angle, right? So the force applied and displacement happening, they are not in parallel, they are not in straight line, but they will always give you one angle like. Children, here your new thing will start, new mathematical equation you should be writing here. In this kind of situation, you can see there is one angle. If I will draw these lines both, I will get some angle over here. I will get the angle over here, and this angle you are going to consider wherever you are going to solve any numerical in this standard. So this angle is nothing but cos theta. Children, see, in trigonometry, in mathematics, you have learnt already about cos theta. These all are mathematical ratios. These all are mathematical ratios. Wherever you will get the angle between force applied and displacement, there you are going to learn about angles. These angles have some proper ratios. Maybe it is cos theta. Theta will give you always the angle, how much angle it is, that number you will get. And here cos, it is nothing but, don't get afraid of it, it is just the mathematical trigonometric ratios. These all cosec, cos, sin theta, these all are mathematical ratios, trigonometry ratios. Don't worry about this, because this year you are getting only cos theta's values always. Next in PU level you may get different kind of angles also, but here only you should knowing about the theta value. This cos will remain constant. Now you will ask me, what is ma'am this one? So this is the thing you are going to learn this year. This is you are used to for this formula, force into displacement. But now this year you are again going to consider about cos theta. Cos theta means theta will give you indicate only the number how much angle it is making, and cos is nothing but trigonometry ratio. Alright, so here we have to always careful while solving numerical. Either they have given any angle over there or not. If they have given any angle or theta value, we will consider that. Don't worry, we are here going to solve some 1-2 examples so that you will get clear idea what is this cos theta value. Children, in earlier classes you have seen that there are only 3 types of the work done. One is positive, one more was negative, and third one was zero work done. Alright, these all things we have learned earlier. Now I have introduced you with one new formula addition, and that was cos theta. What is that? Just check out once again. You will come to know what is difference between these positive and negative work. Zero work done, we will learn later on. Okay, here I would like to give you one example where this is the object. Okay, this is the direction of force. This is direction of force, and this object suppose getting displaced in this direction. This is S means displacement, and here force applied. Alright, in this case you can see there is again angle. You can see the angle. Okay, whatever angle will be. My question is to you whether this work done is positive or negative. You can think for 2 minutes and give me answer. Alright, so many of you will say negative, positive. Let me clear this point. This is example of positive work. Now why? Whatever angle it is, but it is producing some angle. Maybe it is 60 degree. After solving that cos theta value means cos 60, you will get the answer anyhow, right? So that's why it is getting always proper answer in positive. So this answer will be positive. Afterwards I will give some sums also, so you can solve yourself and get the answer. Okay, now the thing is how the negative work will be. Children, tell me one thing. If the object is giving you reactive, suppose this is you have applied force in this direction, okay, and you are getting displacement in your object in this direction. Okay, this is the object. You have applied force in this direction, but the object is getting back. Okay, in that case, you can see if mathematically you will try to make some geometrical diagrams, you will get like this. Here the object. Okay, this is direction of force, and this is direction is moving back. It is displacement. It is force. In that case, what will be the angle between? That will be always 180 degree, half circle, right? Straight line, always 180 degree. In that case, you should be knowing this answer you will get positive or negative. See children, last year you have learned wherever there is opposite direction applied force and displacements are, there you will get negative answer. But why negative? Here the answer is, you are just putting your work done, you are putting your formula here. Work done is equal to force whatever applied and displacement whatever happened. But afterwards I have written cos theta. I said theta value is 180 degree. So you should get cos 180. And this is always Fs, you will get cos 180. This value is permanent. This value always minus 1. If either of the value is minus, you are getting minus sign, there the total answer you will get negative only. Alright, here some values like cos 180, cos 90, cos 60, these all are angles I am telling. These all values are fixed and you will be knowing it better. Only thing is you need to check the values and the answer you will get as per that values you will get answer. Now I think you better understand why I said always if direction of force applied and direction of displacement of the object are opposite, you are getting negative value. You were knowing this, but now you learnt it exactly what is happening. Because of what value you are getting negative answer. Here is the answer. Children, this is both condition I said, where is one is giving you always positive answer, one is negative answer. Now one more condition where you are getting absolutely positive, you need to tell me, because this condition new for you, this was also new for you, but one more condition where answer will come positive, you will give me answer that one. In this case, this is the object. Here you are applying force and displacement also is happening on the same line. This is applied force. This is your displacement. If they both are in parallel condition, obviously you will get answer. What kind of? Positive. Always you will get answer in this condition also. Positive answer. Children, we are not solving right now numerical. After some time we will solve it. But you need to understand in what condition answer will be positive or answer will be in negative. Okay. Now last one type, 0. When work is said to be 0, what type of condition it is? They start with 0 work done. Children, you know our earth is always revolving around the sun. We will take this example to know better. Suppose our earth is here. It will start revolution from this and again it will come back to its same position, and you can say the earth will do dash work. I will help you out. If I will ask you one question, that earth is revolving around the sun, hence work done by the earth is 0. Explain why. Some of you will get very quick answer that, ma'am, if this path of the earth is round, obviously the initial point and final point will be the same and hence displacement will be 0. If you have given me this answer, yes, you are intelligent, you have given correct answer, but in this case I will explain you same answer in another way. Your views will be different. Now you have given me answer what? If the earth rotating or revolving around the sun, it is the continuous round path. In that case, displacement is what? Displacement is the distance between initial point and final point. If it is true, in case of revolution, earth has done 0 work. You are right. But here our views will be different. After asking you one more question, my question is, now earth is at its half trip. Earth is at its half trip. Now what will be the displacement? Here you will think that it will never 0 because points are different, but I am telling you it is 0. How? Here is the interesting answer you will get. See children, this is the always, see, sun is applying the force of gravitational force, we can see is gravitational force which always will be pulled towards the sun. The sun will apply gravitational force so that earth will just revolve around it. You know this thing better. Now see, if earth is here, the direction of displacement should be this. Direction of displacement should be this. Right? See, sun is always pulling itself, so because of that it's revolving. Otherwise, at this point, at this instant of point, always face of this earth will be this side. So this is the displacement and this is the force applied by sun. In this case, you always will get the angle between it. That angle always will show you 90 degree. Now in next case, suppose our earth is at this point. At this point also, sun is pulling earth towards itself. The same condition, and the direction of displacement at this instant will be this. Here also you are getting angle. Okay, so as per you know the formula, work done is always Fs, force applied and displacement, into cos theta, and you can see here it is getting exactly 90 degree. I have given only one condition, only one example. Here if you are getting cos theta is 90 degree, in that case F into S remains same. Cos 90, this value is always 0. So here anything multiplied with 0, obviously you will get answer 0, and work done by the earth will be 0. So this is one condition. For the zero work done, I would like to give you one very common example that you will understand better. See children, if you are moving somewhere by car, okay, in the car you are, and suddenly some obstacle came in front of you, and suddenly you are applying the brake. See, your car is moving further, it's moving straight line, in straight line. Suddenly you are applying the brake. Applying brake means what? Wherever application of brake, what is happening? You are trying to pull your vehicle back. So the object will stop there only. So here suppose it is the track of the car is moving. If application of brake over there, still the car will move front and stop. Okay, car will move front and stop, but direction of force will be backside. You are pulling your car backside. That is the function of the brake. It is pulling your car to backside. So direction of the car and pulling means application of the force will be exactly in opposite direction, right? In that case, what kind of work you will get? That always will be zero. So here you can just check out these values. These examples are showing you about the zero work done. So here in next some minutes we are going to solve some numericals. Okay children, just before some seconds back I have given example of braking of the car, and some of you were thinking like ma'am said, if the direction of the force is different and opposite to that the displacement happening, how come it is zero? If you got this question, you are absolutely right. If you have no question, it means you are not understanding properly. Now I said you, whenever there is opposite direction about force applied and displacement is happening, in that case like this, how can it will be zero? It will be always negative. Before some time only I explained you, I said you, if the angle between both is 180, that means cos 180 always gives you negative value. Means this example, braking of the car was negative example, negative work done example. Only you have to keep in mind this is zero work, where the orbit is there, round shape, where all times, you know, in orbit all time earth will be facing different direction. So it will be normal to the sun. It is called, this line is called as tangent line. When the tangential displacement you are getting from the point of force, obviously this will be creating 90 degree of angle. Wherever 90 degree of angle, there will be always zero work. Okay, let's start with some numericals now. Children, let's try one numerical. The question is, a force of 10 Newton displaces a body by a distance of 2 meter at an angle of 60 degree to its direction. Find the amount of work done. The question is very easy. Most of you may not consider this given thing. This is the given information which is very important. We know the formula force into displacement, but the thing is making some angle between force applied and displacement happening. Let's say this is the object, applied force here, they have given applied force is of 10 Newton. Okay, 10 Newton, and here they said it's making some angle for 60 degree. The cos theta value will be 60 degree, and they said displacement is happening about 2 meters. So here is all things we gathered here. Let us put into the formula. So work done is force applied is given 10 Newton into displacement happened over 2 meters. 2 meters into, now next one, cos theta value. The cos 60. Cos 60. Children, keep in mind always this cos 60, cos 90, these values are fixed, and cos 60, this value always 1 by 2. Cos 60 always will be 1 by 2, half. Okay, so answer will be 10 into 2 into 1 by 2. Cos 60's value is 1 by 2. So these 2 and these 2 will get cancelled and the answer you will get 10. Don't you feel this answer is incomplete? Yeah, this is incomplete because if you are not giving proper unit to it, it will be incomplete only. So, work done always measured in joule. Now, how come this joule? What is SI unit of work done? Everything we will learn in next session. Let me check once again. Have you noticed these all things properly or not? By solving these all problems, only one additional thing is here by this year. Okay, that is cos theta value. Rest of all is same only what you have learned earlier. Only you have to mention very clearly wherever you are solving numericals, find out if they have given you any cos value, theta value or not. The angle will be value for the theta, and by this way you can solve so many problems. So now in 1 minute I will be giving you some more problems to solve as assignment, as homework. Here is the problem for you all. The force of 20 Newton displaces a body by some distance at an angle of 90 degree to its direction. How much work is done in this case? Work is done or not? This all thing you have to find out. So make sure that you are considering angle 90 better. Okay, get the answer. Okay children, thank you all for watching this session and I hope you will find out answer. I will give you answer in next session. So see you on next session.